Welcome to AI Community Hub. I'm Suresh Kannan. Call me Sydney Suresh. Today I'm going to present AI strategy for real estate, AI app development. This will be useful for preparing an AI strategy for your business. If you need any help, please contact us. Very big agenda. I can talk for a day, but my focus is only for 15 minutes. This slide talks about fundamentals of AI and ML. I have prepared a 2 minutes video on the AI Community Hub explaining the AI and ML. Let's play.
AI is the broader concept where machines mimic human intelligence, like Siri or self-driving cars. Machine learning, a subset of AI, allows systems to learn from data, improving over time. Strong AI, which mimics full human cognition, is still a future goal. There are 3 types of machine learning. Supervised learning uses labeled data. Unsupervised learning detects patterns in unlabeled data, and reinforcement learning uses rewards and punishments to learn, like training a robot. Deep learning uses multi-layered neural networks to solve complex problems like facial recognition, real-time translation, and even autonomous vehicle navigation. These layers help model intricate patterns and data relationships. Generative AI creates new content, such as text with ChatGPT, images with DALL-E, and even original music. These technologies have real-world applications in fields like healthcare, finance, and retail, improving diagnosis, detecting fraud, and offering personalized recommendations.
Before developing any app, we need to look on the industrial problems and also the market value. I have searched on the internet and a McKinsey case study. They talks about real estate and what are the industrial problems and also the market value. From the data I collected is $110 to $180 billion, it's American dollars. And the reason I was choosing the AI, because the real estate is underutilized. They have 4 major concerns on the industrial problems, that specifically with the customer engagement, automated content and marketing, unstructured data, code generation and translation. These are the 4, and I will consider as a use case or epic. And also I added additional aspects as a value added. That use case is property sale and rental estimation engine. Before developing any app, we need to develop a business case. And the business case, I just included strategic vision and what are the use cases we need to consider. The use case or the 5 use cases we discussed before. I'm going to use that 5 use cases. That's an epic, we can call it. And the strategy is for my company's strategy. Here I have talked about customer engagement. The customer engagement means that's creating a value 25/7 lead capture, integrating with the CRM and multilinguistic supports. Risk, inaccurate responses, some of the responses, and privacy issue because we may use sensitive data. Mitigations, I have separate slides capturing the mitigation aspects. We need to have a human in the loop to review before publishing. And here I'm talked about the net value. All the use cases I have included 200K. That is only for the resourcing cost, how much cost for the development. I have a separate slide, we can reduce the cost also. Return on investment estimation 6 to 12 months, and the priority I have marked. This particular use case is must. See, another one is automated content and marketing. This is for the listing. Real estate, they need to list the ads, and social content and dynamic ads we can do, and video creations. This have a copyright issues, that is the risk. Mitigation, we have to be AI needs to try in better way, and also with the humans review. And third use case is unstructured data. There are a lot of data specifically with the email, contract and things. Some of the information we can get quickly using AI. Risk, privacy breach, and also we have to pass it back to the large language module. That could be a sensitive data issue. Mitigations, we need to be human in loop. Code generation and workflow automation, this is specifically integration part. We need to do CRM and other systems. We'll talk detailed in later slides. Next one is real estate, that is a sale and rental estimation engine. We need to be, a price should be accurate, that's our goal. And there could be a bias in the data. We'll talk detail in later slides. Mitigations, we need to be human review, appraisals and things to be addressed. Next few slides talks about use cases in detail. Use case 1, customer engagement. Use case 2, automated content and marketing. Use case 3 and use case 4, use case 5. For any app, we need to consider this. One is for ethical part. We need to consider ethical issues and the scalability of the AI and also the compliance aspects. This is app specific ethical issues, risk and mitigation. I have captured the top 4 ethical issues and what are the mitigations. First one is bias in the pricing, because the pricing algorithm can vary if there is a missing data and it can do overpricing or underpricing. So we need to consider that part. Mitigation strategy, basically the data should be a very good data. So we have to consider with the approved data sets from Australian Property Institute, or we need to do approved APIs. The other options also, RP data, it's a popular one, and they have rental and sale history information is available. We can use the historical informations. And also we need to capture pricing related decisions in the log, AI log. So we can explain in later stage in the audit purpose. And human review is always must, and the pricing, we need to do a regular audit on the pricing through human appraisals. The second ethical issue, informed consent. The users, tenant, owners or interested parties, they are not familiar with the AI and how they are using the AI data. So we need to give some options in the app, that is opt-in, opt-out mechanism. The second one is allow user to disable AI features in the settings. And also we need to have, whenever they are talking, there is an option of talk to human button. We need to mark the waiting time, number of seconds or number of minutes. The third part is a privacy violation, because we are collecting large number of data and we are handling with the large language module. So the app collecting data should be properly handled. We need to look about the privacy part. They need to have privacy policy we need to develop, and also with the comply with the Privacy Act. This is Australian Privacy Act 1988. And allow user to delete the data at the end of the conversation and also mask the sensitive data. The fourth one is data security. So we should not breach any data security part. So unauthorized access to the sensitive data we need to restrict, and also non-compliant offshore AI processing. We need to be onshore processing. That's our mitigation. And also we need to be government approved large language modules, ChatGPTs. And also AI processing tool, there's a large number of AI processing tools we need to consider, and we need to check with the government approved AIs. Strict data masking is must. This is the minimum team members needed for app development, and I have listed out the 5 use cases. What are the team members are needed? Project manager, tester 1, conversational architect, AI product manager, AI ethical officer, data scientist or part-time 50%, data engineer with the data analysis skills, 2 headcounts needed, and AI engineer or AI developer 2. The total 10, and the cost I have included here. The daily rate is in Australian dollars and the resource cost also in Australian dollars. It's under $1,990,000. I have all the skills I can do, but I have very limited time. This cost is Australian development, but if you are outsourced to overseas like India, the cost can be reduced significantly. This app development program is only for 22 weeks for the first release, and considering agile methodology and 2-week sprints. So there are 11 sprints, and I am discussing the high level scopes. Sprint 1, proof of concept, tool identification. Sprint 2, planning, epic, feature, user stories and tasks, subtasks also. Sprint 3, high level design, This is wrong. Pilot to the test the flow. That's wrong. Sprint 4 is the pilot exercise. 5 to 9, sprint 5 to 9 is for the use case related development. 10th sprint, it is for beta testing, and 11th is for the deployment and hosting. This slide talks about app barriers. There is a general barrier and project specific barriers, that is use case specific barriers. General barriers, low digital maturity. Many real estate agencies still they are using manual process and legacy systems. And data privacy is a major concern already raised. And third one is skill gap. The in-house team have very limited knowledge on AI. Tech integration challenges. Popular tools, API integration is already available. Some legacy systems, very old legacy systems, may not have the integrations. We need to build the API in order to use AI effectively. Data quality issues, because a lot of data is unstructured, that have an issue for performance wise. Industry resistance to change, that's also one of the barriers. Coming with the use case specific barrier, have a look on the use case specific barriers. For app development, we need to measure the success. That's very important. So we need to build the success criteria and measurements. I have captured this top 2 AI development success metrics and what are the success criteria we can define. We have user stories we have captured. We have to capture the percentage of completion of the user stories, completion rate. That will be based on the acceptance. The measurement should be acceptance criteria, sign off. Burn down chart progress. We need to track the progress. So visual comparison is very important, and that information we can get it from the Jira. If you use Jira, we can capture the sprint burn down charts. Team velocity growth. Every sprint, the team performance needs to improve. That is one of the success criteria. And we can capture that information from velocity chart. We can use spreadsheet or you can use Jira. Defect rate. That's very important. We need to capture how many defects identified during each sprint. That we can find it from the Jira. The second, user adoption success. This is basically how the end customers are using the tool. We need to have active user growth. This information we can get it from the app related user management. Agent adoption. That is total number of real estate agents in a specific period. That also we can capture from the app user management. Retention rate and engagement, and also with the NPS. Except NPS, we can find it from the app user management. The NPS score we need to be 0 to 10. 0 is performance is worst and 10 is the best. And the satisfaction level is 10 or something we need to capture. Our target should be, we need to define our target. This information we can get it from the survey. For the strategy wise, we need to look on the landscape diagram. The landscape, what are the interaction going to happen? And this is the initial landscape diagram. It can change during the developments window. My assumptions: real estate AI app connecting with the large language module, the AI agents. The AI agents we need to build with the multiple agents or with the supervisor agent, and also we need to connect with the AI apps. There was missing connection between real estate app as well as the AI SaaS products. Social media interactions, web portal, connecting with the local database, integrating with the DocuSign, Salesforce, ERP, ServiceNow systems and other systems, and also access the LAN folders for contract sites. We need to connect with the telephone as well as the email. Copilot is one of the options also available, we need to consider, and admin user, end users. We need to consider roadmap for feature development. Our initial focus for the app development release 1.0, and later we need to consider for release 2 and feature. I have developed a proof of concept, and the link is provided. I developed through VoiceFlow, and the flow chart information is here. These are the feature coverage aspects. This is the last slide, and thank you for watching this video. Hope this video will be very useful for your business for preparing an AI strategy. If you need any help or any consultation, please contact Sydney Consultancy Services Australia Pty Limited. I'm ready to help whatever I can. Thank you. Bye.